Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at coaching myths this week, and today specifically we're looking at the idea that we have to hit at waist level. All right, so I'm going to back up and hit a couple balls at waist level here. Yeah, so that feels good. What I want to talk about today, a couple things. The first is waist level is obviously a nice feel. It's definitely not the law. The reason I think a lot of coaches out there still might be kind of preaching waist level is because 15, 20, 30 years ago, the shots that were coming in were definitely flatter and lower. All right, so from the baseline, if the ball is coming in flatter and lower, waist level really is the right look, okay? Today, you know, there's too much spin. The rackets are amazing. The string is unbelievable. And so what I think we need to understand is that if we can hit a ball at waist level, great, but the ball is going to be moving out of that kind of cookie cutter strike zone, and ultimately bringing me to my second point here is we've got to be able to adjust our swing. How we move the racket through the ball has to be able to change, because the height of the ball when we make contact is for sure going to be expanding. The strike zone is much more expanded nowadays. So a couple thoughts on that. When the ball comes in low, like lower than waist level, most likely some underspin, some sort of hard slice or cut. If I'm going to have to go down below waist level and still hit some sort of a modern swing, I want to incorporate a little more of this buggy whip or vertical idea. That's going to allow me, rather than just blocking a low ball back, to stick to my game plan, which is to swing aggressively. So we take a look at a low ball coming in here, lower than waist level. You can see, you didn't see a lot of players making that swing 30 years ago. But I kept my top spin up. We'll take a look at it one more time. And that's a solid ground stroke for a ball that's clearly below waist level. All it took for me was making sure I adjust my stroke. Now, probably the more common situation we're seeing in the modern game is because the ball is coming in so heavy, so high, so spinny, is the strike zone is expanding up above waist level. And what you want to remember about that is, of course, we got to be able to move our feet well. But a ball that now is possibly struck closer to shoulder height already has net clearance built into that contact point. That is a really nice bonus. So a swing that I might make if somebody bounces a ball up higher on me is much more of this clear the table idea. I can hit more straight through the ball, not worry about the net because I'm above the height of the net. So let's have a look at that contact point that's up closer to my shoulder. Oh yeah, love that right there. Okay, compare that swing right there to this one I dug out. Those swings are drastically different. Okay, so to me it's feel free to hit at waist level when the ball presents a situation to do that. I think that's that really cookie cutter, just classic, you know, waist to shoulder finish. But be able to modify your strokes so that you don't get too defensive when the ball is lower or higher than waist level. That brings me to point number 3, which is attacking the high ball. All right, if we really stuck to this idea of having to hit everything at waist level, each time this ball comes high, it means I pretty much have to go really far back to let it come down. Good stroke, clean ball. I don't see at what point that I'm going to be attacking my opponent with that shot. So I love the idea that when it's starting to come in high, we want to build racket speed. We want to take the ball on closer to shoulder height because it's a more aggressive way to swing and it can do more damage to your opponent. So granted, we've seen that already, but let's take one more look at attacking that higher ball. I think we'd all agree I can play from back there, no problem. This is the game plan I'd like to implore when the ball sits up, okay? So waist level's definitely not bad, just not the law. Be able to modify those strokes based on the height of contact, and then look to really attack that high ball rather than back off and let it come down all the time. Okay, so that's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses that Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well, and we'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.